Political dark money is when corporations or interest groups spend money, typically on ads, to support candidates or political parties that advance their agenda, but they don't always have to report it or who's paying for it. Now, dark money has always existed in our politics, but it's become way more prevalent in the last 15 years since the Citizens United case, when the U.S. Supreme Court decided that political spending counts as speech, so these groups have a First Amendment right to basically spend as much as they want. Corporations and interest groups now spend millions of dollars every single year affecting North Carolina elections, but they look a little different. The interest groups are pretty upfront about this. Planned Parenthood or the League of Conservation Voters or us at Carolina Forward, we raise money and spend some of it on political advertising. But the corporations do something different. What most of them do is they team up with other companies in their same industry, and then they pool their money together, and they start front organizations with nice sounding names to disguise where the money is coming from. Let me give you an example. The Main Street Merchants is a dark money group operating in North Carolina. They spend millions of dollars every election cycle promoting Republicans and trashing Democrats. These guys are really a front for the North Carolina Retail Merchants Association and the Chamber of Commerce, whose goal is to eliminate all taxes and regulations on corporations like theirs. Or there's the Affordable Healthcare Coalition. These guys are a front for health insurance companies, the Chamber of Commerce, and the Farm Bureau. And their goal is to keep healthcare affordable for corporations like theirs and to shift all the costs onto you. The NC Citizens for Patient Safety. These guys are also a front for healthcare corporations that promote Republican candidates, but they run mailers on everything from inflation to immigration, trashing Democrats. Keep Ag Growing. This is mostly the Farm Bureau and big agriculture corporations who spend millions of dollars on Republicans so they can avoid labor protections for their workers and environmental rules. There are dozens of these groups, and a lot of them have the same companies and corporate groups behind them, just using different names. And here's a really interesting part. Most of these groups' money and ads and messaging are all coordinated with each other. They're all managed by one Republican firm in Raleigh called the Differentiators, who kind of act like a central hub to coordinate how much is spent in this race or that one. They are mostly an extension office of Republican State Senate leader Phil Berger. If this all sounds absurdly corrupt to you, you're starting to catch on. These guys all spend millions of dollars every election cycle trying to influence what you think and believe is true. So now that you know, be on the lookout.